welcome back to Limeade 3.0. We're here with our second run of the marathon. It is indeed Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, the classic version, and with our runner HalfBaked Snake and commentator the Popo. Take it away.
Welcome, guys, to what I like to call ultra safe RE3 Nemesis. Well, I'm gonna give the word to Mr. Popo, and he's gonna do commentating for me because this run is pretty hectic. So take it away, Popo.
All right. You want to get yourself on the costume screen so we can give you a countdown, maybe?
Yeah. And then when Popo starts the countdown, you guys can start the timer as well.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
Best of luck.
Thanks.
Biohazard. RE3 1999. One of the classic RE games, and by far our heaviest on our RNG, of course. Also very execution based, but you definitely need more luck in this game than any of the previous two. Snake's gonna take a bite here on the first zombie. You get a free heal right after this cutscene, so you can dodge it, but it's just better to take the bite.
September
I'm
28th.
gonna add by
daylight.
saying as well now, I'm
The
gonna pick up
monsters have
a first
overtaken the
healing
city.
item that I normally wouldn't do in a normal run, just for marathon purposes.
I'm still alive.
Yeah, the beginning of this run is one of the heaviest reset points at the basement. You can actually get sort of soft locked in the middle of the zombies if they give you the worst RNG, and you can actually die. So Snake doesn't want that to happen, so I don't blame him for taking that fast.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so now he's gonna go into the room where the basement is, and he's gonna leave that room after he triggers the zombie cutscene. Why does he do this? Because it resets the zombie's position in the room. If you just try to go in as it is, it's almost impossible because they're all piled up in there. Alright, let's see how this goes. Decent entry. Gets the dodge.
Ah, fuck.
Gets a
Not a
grab outside.
Not
Yeah,
a bad basement.
Not at all. Okay, there's various behaviors that the zombies can have in this game. They can be sort of sleepers, you can just run by them, they won't do anything. And they can turbo. Turbo is the worst possible RNG you can expect from a zombie, like that one just did. They just go the ultra speed mode, and you have even less time to react, if it's even possible for you to have a reaction. I'm gonna head to the RPD now. Yes, this is one of those zombies you really don't want to turbo. He had a good line, he managed to get by. Now we're gonna head into the second biggest reset point, I'd say. It's gonna be the RPD. There's two key RNG points, which is the evidence locker codes. There are 4 possible solutions. He's gonna hope it's the first one he tries, and then the zombie positioning in the Marvin room, but we'll see about that soon enough. Okay, now one of those quick time events there, you want to choose the first option for every encounter. Okay, he gets the good RNG. There's an RNG where there's a zombie on the ground there. You have to do a very specific line to dodge him. Right, third try. But if there's no zombie there, you can just run. It's a lot easier. fairly clean start from Snake so far. Now this room, there used to be a reset point here, which is on this locker. For the any percent run, you want a grenade launcher, but years ago you had to pray that there was a grenade launcher in there. It could be a Magnum or a grenade launcher. It's 50-50. So you can only imagine going through the hell that is the first 5 minutes in this game, getting there, and then it's a Magnum. But the community voted that it would be allowed to use a GL tool that basically turns the weapon always into a grenade launcher.
Thank them for that.
Alright, this next part, there isn't much to do. It's just optimizing lines and triggers. Mostly just execution-wise.
That's a slow door.
Yes, another thing that we can mention, as you can see, we can skip the door animations in this game, but each door has its specific timing to skip it optimally. Some doors you can just skip immediately, some are slow doors and you have to like time a little bit your skip. You have to wait like half a second before you skip them. Okay, clean, very clean so far.
How did he find me?
Another quick time event. Now he's gonna pick the first option again.
This way.
Only in some other categories like Nemesis percent to do sometimes pick the second option or no option at all, which is a hidden third option, let's say.
No dodge. Too bad.
Yeah, this is called a rare dodge zombie alley. So there's a very rare RNG in that specific section where the zombie sometimes is just really close to the right wall and you can just run by without even having to attempt an E-dodge. An E-dodge is when you press aim as the like 1 frame before the zombie is about to bite you, and Jill does a shove animation to the zombie. I think it's more than 1 frame, but it's gotta be like right before the zombie grabs you.
It's a small frame window, that's for sure.
So, as for the RNG in this game, we have the puzzle RNG, which is like we saw the evidence room locker, and there's the enemy RNG. Every single enemy room has different RNG. Sometimes the zombies have different behaviors, and sometimes it's even the type of enemies that spawn in a certain room. We'll see about that in the room that's coming up, the cable car section. In this next room, it can be both zombies or dogs. Optimally, you want dogs because it can just run through, like he's gonna do right now. If there's zombies, you will waste about 3 seconds having to shoot those barrels because there is no line that you can do to run past those zombies that is safe, at least.
Jill, put this on.
Now let's see if we can try not to get bitten, but I'll probably take a bite. Yeah.
Okay, now for this next section, which is the book, it's gonna take a mandatory bite. But there is a mechanic in this game that, like, within the next 5 seconds, 5-6 seconds of taking a zombie bite,
Oh shit.
if you get grabbed again, you mash fast enough, you can mash off the bite. You can actually not get bit.
This is bad.
Oh, unfortunate here. Oh, that's
Yeah,
rough.
it is what it is. We can work with this still. If we get a good push, but we won't, because this game hates me. See?
Yeah, in this room you optimally want Jill to push all the zombies to the ground, but the snake got fairly unlucky here and none of them fell. So you just get re-grabbed and re-grabbed.
This is basically the worst RNG you can get in this room, and it's kind of fun. We got to show that.
Yeah, that's on a normal run that would be a reset. Let's just say.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes that room gives you a blessing and elf zombies fall down and you don't even have to do anything else. Just pick up the item and leave.
That's why we're gonna do this, just to be safe.
Okay, we grab an herb. A herb.
I really didn't want to do that, but the game doesn't really leave me a choice now.
It looks like the timer is at 0.00. You're on
It
more
did.
quicker pace.
It just died. It just died a moment ago. It got bit by a zombie.
Ah, I see. Ah well, it is what it is.
Right
Come on,
now,
guys.
we return to the book section. Now we'll call this one Battery. We have to re-enter that section. You don't want any zombie to turbo. It's looking good so far.
Ah, too bad. Fat man was there. No disrespect, but
Let's say taking one bite in this section isn't too bad.
definitely not. Early
Oh, we
dodge.
have a timer back now.
Yeah, we revived the timer. It's all good.
All right.
Okay, now we're gonna
Sweet.
backtrack all the way close to the start. After this, actually, I almost forgot about this part. He's gonna get the fuse first. Now, this is one of the few puzzles that don't have RNG. It's always the same solution. I'd say this is one of the most technical rooms in the game.
Movement-wise, definitely. No music skip.
Yeah, if you skip that cutscene on the right frame, you hear no music of the Quake Time event, and that allows you to skip the door as a fast door. In this case, you'll have to wait. I'm just gonna keep running away from Nemesis. We're not gonna fight him until the clock tower.
No Nemesis chase as well. That's good.
Yeah, you can get chased by Nemesis in this hallway. It's bad because it will not only alter the enemy's behaviors in this next room, but also make this door a slow door instead of a fast one.
At the doggy on the bum.
Okay, now we're heading back to the beginning. We're heading to the pharmacy section. It's like a fan favorite. People love the pharmacy puzzle for some reason. So
I
he's
wonder
gonna have
why.
to input one of 3 different passwords. Safsprin, Adderville, or Aquacure. It is said that Safsprin has a higher probability of being the password by 66%, I think. A 22% chance for Adderville and the rest for Aquacure. But for the amount of times I've seen people getting Adderville, I have doubt.
Me too, sir. Serious doubts. Pick up
Okay,
the
here we
fence.
go.
Of course.
Okay, I'm assuming it's not Sasswood. Nope.
Adderville at least.
Okay, okay. Adderville, if you have a decent pace, is still possible for PB, but Aquacure is a really big toll on your time save. It's about 13 to 14 seconds of time loss if you type fast enough. Compared to Sassprint, of course. Right, yet another situation where he's gonna have to force a bite to shove all the zombies. Okay, not too bad.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Thank you.
Okay, we have almost all the items we need to get the cable car working. There's 2 items missing. He's gonna get the jumper cable from the car in the garage. Then he's gonna get the oil additive, I think, or is it the gas? I'm not sure which one is in the gas station.
Yeah, I think it's like the little canister with gas.
Yeah, I played this so many times that all I know is key item here, grab.
Yeah, same dude. I don't pay attention to what it is anymore. I just grab it and I know what to do with it.
Okay, the way back to the gas station is once again a lot of lines and optimization. There's gonna be a really neat dodge, let's see if Snake pulls it off coming up, called the Ronaldinho dodge. Oh yeah, he needs to grab the rusty crank for opening the gas station. Let's just say it's an item that's often forgotten sometimes by new runners.
Nice.
Okay, he got it. That looks smooth. And he dodged the turbo zombie, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Good for marathon purposes.
Okay, now we're coming up on the gas station puzzle. It's another puzzle with RNG. There's I don't even know how many different solutions there are, but you either have a spreadsheet on the other monitor with all the solutions and pause the game because
Yep.
the game uses IGT and you can pause. Or you just memorize and do it. Some
Yeah.
people pause, some people just do it.
I pause just to let you guys know, as you guys can see as well. ABC. There we go.
Yeah, that wasn't bad RNG. The less inputs you have to make, the better. Let's just say that I personally use the memorize method. I don't pause. I just do the puzzle. But if I tried to solve the puzzle using logic, I wouldn't be able to do it. I just know how to do it because I memorized. It is a hard puzzle. Let's just say to do casually.
Yeah, my brain is not capable enough to remember that.
There are set solutions. But which ones you have to input, it's RNG. Okay, this is yet another one of the most technical rooms in the game. If you miss that trigger, you're gonna get huge damage from the worm.
Damn.
Okay, yeah, something I forgot to mention at the start. He's playing this game in the Chinese version, as you may have noticed, for two reasons. The text is a lot faster, and the enemies have less HP.
No, the brakes are out.
And they also cause you less damage. Instead of 30 HP per bite, it's 20. And the bosses also have less HP.
It's useless.
It is the fastest version to run the game on.
Of course.
Okay, another RNG moment. You usually want a set of gunpowders to spawn in this room. It's gonna alter the way you do the boss fight coming up. You got what's called late powders. So he's gonna have to grab the powders later. Instead of mixing into freeze rounds, he's gonna make fire rounds. Plus the fact that he cannot skip this Carlos
Here's a
cutscene.
gift for you.
That can only be skippable if you have a full inventory, so he cannot give you this. Right, this section, Clock Tower, it doesn't have a lot of enemy RNG, it's mostly puzzle RNG. There's a lot of things that can make or break your run, including the powders, for example.
Picking up a safety fast in the next room as well.
There's a pass like behind those stairs, like in that desk, yeah. Okay, now he's gonna go up the clock tower. Where there's another puzzle RNG. It's a music box. You have to make put the music in tune to make it play in tune, and it can
One
be
change.
you could okay. He had what's considered the best RNG here. One change. You can have it from 1 to 6 changes. It is a difference.
Oh, damn. Wrong input. 2 change.
So, oh, unlucky.
It is what it is.
So basically, the solution is always the same, but the changes you have to make to the pieces are what's RNG about this. It's always up, down, up, down, up. Yeah, let's just say the water puzzle is a lot trickier to get the solutions, but the difference between the best and the worst RNG doesn't even come close to the music box. It can be like over 10 seconds of difference between a 1 and a 6 change. While I think in the water sample puzzle it's gonna be like around 2 or 3 seconds difference. Okay, another puzzle RNG. That clock, when you enter the room, can be in any of 4 times, 5, 7, 9, or 11. The solution varies depending on the time. Let's just say he got the worst RNG, because the clock has to wind more. But it's about 1 second difference at max. Okay, now heading to the Clocktown Nemesis fight. The first time we're gonna fight Nemesis in this run. How are you feeling about your quick shots?
We'll see. Oh. We're just gonna see how it goes. I have the safety faz on me.
Yeah, so this fight becomes significantly harder with fire rounds. Because not only you have to fire 2 extra to finish off Nemesis, but the freeze rounds also slow him down, so it takes longer for him to shoot you. Oh, let's see.
Ah, damn. Nice.
Okay, he's down. 6 more.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I'm sorry, Jill.
Okay, that was a decent fight for fire rounds.
Please, wake up.
Okay, it's Yorlo's time. Shall you Yorlo?
No. I woke
Or
up
are
to
you
the sound of
checking?
falling rain.
I'm checking.
I can't believe I'm still.
Okay, so this next section is yet another of the many is that can kill you run. The hospital section with Carlos. There's 2 things that define the RNG in this. The most important thing there is it's the enemy positioning RNG and the cabinet RNG, but we'll get to that soon. You got brain suckers in this room, that's not good. You want spiders because they're easier to dodge. Those can brain suckers can become a nightmare on the way back.
And that's why we're taking the faz.
Yeah, it's a smart choice. Okay, so now he's gonna head to the 4th floor of the hospital first. And it can be one of 2 things. He either has zombies spawning in the 4th floor, that's bad, or he has nothing, that's good. But then the zombies can be either in the 1st floor or in the basement. Optimally, you want them to be in the basement, but anything that isn't zombies on the 4th floor is acceptable. Because you're gonna have to move around those hallways a lot, and let's just say it's not easy with a bunch of zombies in there. And I see you have no zombies.
Yes.
That's good. Now for the cabinet RNG. He's gonna have to push a cabinet in the room, the hospital rooms, to one of the corners. He's gonna check the solution in this room right now. Can be one of 4, 2, 5, 3. Okay. That's not too bad. So the best possible outcome would be 531, which is that corner right to the left that's really close. The second best one is the one that he has right now, and the other 2 are the 2 worst. Because the more you have to push the cabinet, the worse. What I was talking about earlier about YOLOing is that you can go into this room without checking the solution. And depending on which way the drawers of the cabinet are facing, you know which side you'll have to push it. And then from there is a 50% chance that you'll get it right or not. Okay, that's the best enemy RNG in the hospital. Basement zombies. This is another one of those fixed solution puzzles. There's no RNG here. It's always the same.
Damn. I messed it up, but it's fine. We fixed it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sometimes this game likes to eat your inputs.
Yeah, it happens. Sometimes you're trying to go so fast that it eats one of your inputs and goes to the wrong place. Okay, why are zombies in the basement faster? Because of this. You can just turn around, shoot the explosive, and you have a clear path. to the elevator. And if it's hunters spawning down there, you'll have to do a small step backwards to draw the second hunter towards you so that you can kill them both with the explosion. So it's like a little bit slower. Also harder, let's say.
It is a lot harder, in my opinion.
Yeah, if you by some chance don't kill one of the hunters, it's gonna chase you down to the elevator, and it will not close until you kill it.
Yeah, that costs you an extra menu to grab your machine gun as well, so it just takes a lot of time. You have to put that machine gun away again.
Yeah. Okay, we're back to being Jill now. Okay, now this next part of the route is also a little bit changed, depending on the powders that he got earlier, after the train crash. If he had early powders, he would have to grab that mine thrower there, but now he's gonna grab these grenade rounds out of this dead body here. So let's say it's one of the sections of the game where your gold splits aren't gonna be realistic, because it's all is gonna count the fastest of each room.
Yeah, on late powders it's practically impossible. Well, we got hunters, nice.
Okay, this is good. You want hunters on this bridge. You can just run
Dogs.
straight through. Also dogs here, also good, yeah. You can get both hunters or zombies on the bridge, and here you can have both dogs or hunters. Optimal RNG is what Snake got here, is hunters and dogs. Zombies, you have to dodge them, sometimes they'll turbo and there's no way to get out of a grab. It's just a nightmare. Okay, now it's time for coggers. Don't cogger
No,
yourself.
no, absolutely not.
This puzzle here is also a fixed solution. It is always the same, but let's just say it can happen that if you try going too fast and miss one of the inputs, it is a big time loss. We call that getting coggered.
Yeah, there's a great emote named after it.
Yep, there it is, coggers. Okay. Approaching the graveyard. Gonna approach one of the most important fights in the run, in my opinion. Both because of the difficulty that it presents on getting the optimal strat and that it also has an RNG factor. So that the worm is gonna come out of the ground, and optimally you're gonna shoot it 9 times with quick shots and kill it in one cycle before it goes back down. But the time it stays out of the ground is RNG. There's a 50% chance that it will go earlier, and even if you get all perfect quick shots, it is impossible to one cycle, thus costing you from 15 to 25 seconds.
And just to say, I've never gotten a 1 cycle, so it will probably be a 2 cycle if I'm doing it correctly.
I'm quite.
For top runs, like under 41 minutes, you need this. It's almost impossible to get world record without. That's bad RNG. So Snake actually got fairly good quick shots in there, but it was impossible to get the one cycle because it was the bad RNG.
Only 3 rises though.
Very clean fight. Very clean 2 cycle.
Very content with this fight, damn. Don't
Yeah,
do
you
it.
can get anywhere between 3 and 5 rises of the worm there. You want 3 if you're doing a 2 cycle. We're almost approaching the final section of the game, the Dead Factory.
Good doggy.
I'm taking that wide line over there. Nice. Okay, this is the final quick time event where we are gonna input the first option. There's only one event where we pick the second one, and it's the very last one.
Oh, shit.
Okay, grabbing that fast. There is a room coming up that, depending on the enemy RNG, can be a killer, literally. So those two fastest are gonna come in handy, maybe.
That's exactly why I'm doing it.
This is another one which I'd consider the most technical rooms in this game. Getting those triggers right and the deeks. Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about the deeks. Let's talk about what deeks are. I should have said this at the beginning, actually, not now, but the DIC, okay, basically means delayed input cancel. So every time in this game there's a yes or no option, there's a small delay before you can press yes. But we bind a key to both left and right inputs. So basically if you go to no and back to yes, you can override that delay. So you can instantly press yes. So we're gonna have to time that deek input right before we press yes in order to skip that delay in every single yes or no option in this game. It saves around 0.3 per item or option.
L4, R2, L2.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you focus here. I'll talk about this later.
There we go.
Okay, so this puzzle can have 4 different solutions. We know which one it is depending on the first 2 bars. The sample, it can be either medium empty, high low, or medium low. Optimally you want high empty because you have the less changes to make. You got like the worst one of them all, which is medium empty.
Typical of this run, to be honest.
Yeah, this room you just went through. Sometimes it can spawn hunters in there. Hunters, not hunters. This isn't Pokemon. And it is a nightmare because on the way out there is a specific line that you can take to avoid the hunters, but on the way in you just gotta pray that they don't keep hitting you.
Yeah, soft lock you basically. Stun lock you.
Okay, now this is gonna be the Acid Nemesis fight. He's gonna do it with the knife only. I'm gonna be quiet now because he needs to listen for sound cues for this fight, so good luck.
Thanks. Oh, way too early. Oh, I got so lucky. Get in there. Get in there. Oh, damn it. Come over here, dude. Please.
That's weird. You should have died with that one.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, dude. Yeah, it is what it is. This is why I brought more fastest. Come here, dude.
Yeah, I think you went a little bit early on that second hit.
Yeah, he's not gonna.
You're gonna have to drag him out.
Yeah,
Possibly.
he's coming now. There we go. Wow, I was gonna say, damn, dude, he's
I
tough.
think he's dead now.
At least we got him. No, that was abysmal.
Yeah, so in this fight you wanna time your hits of the valve. The first hit you want it to be on Nemesis' second footstep. The second hit you want it to be when he says stars. And the third one is once again is like there isn't like a very accurate timing, but I like to do it when he sets his right foot down. But it's the most RNG one because sometimes he can just not lunge at you and just do the piercing attack, which is really bad.
I thought it was free. Too bad. It's fine though.
Hey, now this room can have a very rare RNG where the zombies are horizontally aligned and they just won't let you through. It's called Super Gamer Room because one of the previous world record holders for this game, Super Gamer, actually lost the world record because of that specific RNG. So it was, oh, you got the bastard zombie.
Yep.
There's so much history in this game that it's hard to put it all in the same run. Every zombie has its history. That zombie there, why is it the bastard zombie? Because Orchlon, one of the top runners for this game, was on pace for the first ever sub 41 in the history of the run, and he was one hit away from going into caution. And that zombie there turboed, and it is impossible to dodge if he turbos, and put him in caution, thus costing him the sub 41. The why bastard? Because when he gets grabbed there, he just yells, "You bastard!"
Feel so bad.
Okay, final fight here. This is the one good aspect of having late powders. It makes this fight fairly easier with freeze rounds. He's gonna want to drop that boss's HP below 200 before the second shot
God.
of the cannon. Oh, he did another drop, didn't he? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
bad.
This is the worst RNG you can get on the fight. He does an early drop to the left. He's basically blocking my pathway now, but we'll try to lure him out of there.
Yeah, that's a good question. Are you going to give him stars?
See, that's what can happen when the asset just messes around with you.
Those acids on the ground can just unlock you, basically. It's a good thing Snake brought those two fastest with him. Okay, now.
Alright, the fight is still saved. Okay, she still smacked me. Yeah, it's a real good thing I brought those fastest, because this guy
Sorry.
is relentless. Don't worry. Well, it's over.
Yeah, he wants him to be in front of the cannon, so he gets shot. That's where you need to go.
Man, that was a rough run. Good thing I built in all these safeties.
Okay, no stars.
No, no stars. I didn't feel
Yeah.
like it. The game gave me such bad RNG, and that is time.
True.
And that is time.
GG.
Thanks, sir. It was
Really
very
good run
rough.
with this, all the circumstances that happened.
Yeah, we got all the bad RNG except for the one change at the clock tower, and the park was pretty good RNG as well. Or Carlos as well, but yeah, Carlos. I can do Carlos with bad RNG as well. It just the fights were really rough. Nemesis fights mostly.
Thank you so much, HalfBaked Snake. That was an incredible run. Very
Thanks.
difficult and full of RNG, as was pointed out by the amazing commentary by Popo as well. Appreciate you doing that. If you wanna plug your stuff, that'd be cool.
Sorry,
Let us know
what was
where we
that?
can if you want to let us know where we can find your stream and stuff. That kind of
Oh yeah, you can find me at twitch.tv HalfBaked Snake, and for Popo you can find him at twitch.tv the underscore Popo 333 if I'm correct.
It's the Popo _ 333.
Oh, I nearly got it correct. Well, this is basically just credit, so I'll leave it up to the tech guys if they want to see this out and see the score screen for the time, or just move on.
I'm not in charge of such things, so
It is part of the run. You have to show the score screen, obviously, like Metal Gear games also. But I saw that our last runner Joseph didn't do the.
yeah, I don't think we will, just because we don't want to get behind with the marathon today. We've got a limited time. Thanks so much for the run, HalfBaked Snake. Thanks so
All
much
good.
as well, Popo. Appreciate you
Thank
both
you.
being here. Next up, we have Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. It's Il Pazo, New Game Plus Normal with Reflex, and Joe's commentating. We'll be back with that really soon.